Hey guys, Melody Fletcher here, and I want to invite you to a very special LOA Facebook Live Q&A session this Friday. Yeah. So, as you may know, I very recently opened up enrollment for LOA Academy, my newest baby. It's a foundational course that helps people understand exactly how the reality creation process works in nitty-gritty detail, why they have manifested everything they've ever manifested. So you find out, why did that guy break up with you? Why did that job not work out? Why was I born to the parents that I was born to? Why did this horrible thing happen to me in my childhood? And when people start to understand why or how they manifested what they got, they start to understand how they can manifest something very different. Yes, that it's so powerful. And LOA Academy covers all those foundational principles that we all have to remind ourselves of, even those of us who are super advanced at this. Yeah, we have to remind ourselves of this stuff all the time. Because when people come to me and say, Melody, I've tried everything. I know the law of attraction works. I know that there's something to this. And I've read every book and I've watched every video and I've got all the information. When I start working with them, what happens is that we inevitably find that they skipped some step, either because they didn't even know that that was a step, they didn't know how it was important, or with students who've been with me for a while, they know about the step, yeah, but we just kind of gloss over it. We think we get really good at this, and then we start to sort of skip a few steps here and there. And then when we do that, things don't work out. So we have to go back to the foundation and go, okay, step by step by step. Oh, this is the one I skipped over. Yeah. So it happens all the time. And so we had a couple of webinars this last weekend, and we asked people to submit questions before the webinar happened, and I had no idea we would get so many questions. I think in the first few hours we got like 120 questions alone. It was amazing. And so we ran out of time, and I wasn't able to really answer all the questions. And something that also bugged me is that I wasn't able to go as deep with some of the questions as I would have liked to, because I didn't have the opportunity to have a conversation with the person. And sometimes just a couple of clarifying questions really help me get a hold of what it is. What I do is I ask, and it doesn't really matter so much what the person answers. It's more watching how the energy bounces off of them, and that gives me more information, gives me more data, and helps me really tune in an answer for them. And I wasn't able to do that on the webinar because we couldn't really have live interaction with people other than in the chat box. And so what I'd like to do to make up for that, because I didn't really like that, is to have just a good old-fashioned Q&A session where you can get on and I'll show you how to dial in. So if you're on Facebook Live, you can leave a comment on Facebook, but you can actually dial into the call and get on with me personally. You can even do it with video if you like, if you want me to see you, which I always appreciate so much. It's not a requirement, but I always appreciate it so much if we can talk face to face. Yeah, and then I can ask you a couple of questions and I go deeper with you, and I can give you just a sample of the coaching that you might get. We're not going to spend hours and hours on one person, but I'll be able to go much deeper with you if I can actually talk with you for a few minutes and get at the root of your real question, because people did not leave surface question. They left really deep questions, and I want to do that justice. You guys, everything I do is from a place of service. Everything that I do is from a place of, a great desire to help people that are waking up, that are coming out of the fog, that are starting to understand, there is a different way. There has to be a better way. This can't be what life is all about. And they start to wake up to that. And as I always say, waking up is a bitch. It really is. It's not a comfortable process. And I can't help you wake up, but what I can do is I can give you the manual to how it actually works once you've kind of started into that awakening process, so that your journey can be a lot smoother. It can be a lot faster. I had to figure this all out on my own. It took me years, I dare say decades, to figure it all out on my own. And it doesn't have to take you that long. And I would love to do for you what I've done with some of my private clients. Thousands of them by now. I've been doing this for years. Yeah. Which, I get to see lives transform, and not just a couple, but just, again and again and again and again, as people start to really get this and start to apply it, their entire lives change for the better. And I would love to be able to show you a little bit more of what's possible, whether you sign up for the program or not, whether you decide to join us in LOA Academy or not. I just want to interact a little bit more with you and answer some of your questions and give you a little bit of a boost, if I may. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in having a little conversation with me, maybe you've always wanted to and you didn't know how to, and I haven't really made it easy because my coaching practice has been closed for a couple of years. You haven't been able to get in if you're not already in. But here's your chance to have a conversation with me. Yeah. And so, if you'd like to do that, we're going to have a webinar this Friday, at 4 p.m. Eastern. That is a little bit early for the US, but we're going to stay on. So even if you get off work an hour later, you can, still join us. I'm pretty sure we'll still be on. I tend to keep going once I get going. Not going to hold anything back. So, and it will still be a time at which the Europeans can do it, So that is 9 p.m. UK time, 10 p.m. Central European time, but it's on a Friday night. So hopefully not too late for you. And then the US, you guys just join as you can, and we will have a blast, and we'll broadcast it on Facebook, so you can just watch it on Facebook. But if you want to really interact on a deeper level, you're going to have the opportunity, if you click down below, sign up for the link, and what I'm going to do is send you an email that gives you a chance to dial into that, and actually have a conversation with me on the phone or face to face via video. It's going to be a video call. And so either way, however you want to participate, is great. I would love to see you there. I'd love to interact with you. And then of course, I'd love to see you in LOA Academy. I'll put a link below too. If you want to find out more about LOA Academy, you can there. Enrollment is open until this Friday night at midnight Pacific time. So that's like 3 a.m. the next morning Eastern time, so you got plenty of time. But whether you decide to join us in the program or not, I still love you, and I want to give you a nice big Q&A call where you can ask me whatever you want, and I will give you whatever I can on that call. Okay, so I will see you there. I can't wait to see you there, and hopefully if you're brave enough, you'll show up on video so I can actually see your happy shiny puppy face, which I would love to do. It makes it a lot more fun for me. But if you're too shy, if you're an introvert, if you're not camera ready at that time of day, don't worry about it. It's fine. And again, you can just watch it on Facebook Live as well. In my deliberate receiving group on Facebook, I'll put a link to that below as well. If you're not a member of the Facebook page, then like that page so that you get the notification that I'm on live. But it's going to be this Friday. I really hope that you can be there, and I cannot wait.